Now turning to a story that you will only see on ABC6 News, and even the people involved are surprised by what we have now uncovered. After months of state investigations, new findings point to a shockingly flawed system where even with state oversight, people are being neglected inside an Austin assisted living facility, and it seems that nothing is being done to stop it. My co-anchor James Wilcox has the story.
Things have to be fixed because they're paying for this. But they don't have enough workers. It's not my fault. Have the state take the license away until they get compliant. There has to be an agreeable answer to end all this abuse that's going on.
It's easy to feel the frustration when you find out what they've been up against.
It's a slap in the face.
This phone conversation is with an investigator from the Minnesota Health Department, discussing the findings of an investigation Chris Hogan and Cindy Walters have been fighting hard to make happen.
How do you feel now that you've heard from her?
More confused.
For more than a year, these two have been detailing and documenting problems and broken promises from a place Cindy's mother, LaVon, called home for years. South Grove Lodge Assisted Living Facility in Austin, a place that changed with new owners and new management.
The way they keep lying.
They know they're wrong.
Yeah.
The state investigation into South Grove Lodge only confirmed what Chris, Cindy, and numerous former employees say they have known all along.
I couldn't work there anymore.
In this 30-page state rapid response investigative report, the state has now determined the facility violated regulations and policies and ignored health conditions and the overall safety of elderly residents, like Cindy's mom.
And these are medications that could mean the difference between life and death for people.
Absolutely.
According to the report, Cindy's mother, LaVon, and at least 3 other residents at South Grove Lodge were repeatedly given prescription medication in wrong doses at wrong times, and sometimes not given their medication at all. Over a 3-month period, LaVon was not given her inhaler more than 60 times.
And there's more on the list.
Of what they didn't give her.
For more than 2 straight months, she didn't receive any of her antidepressants. And she went multiple days in a row without insulin, which she takes for her diabetes.
It shouldn't be like this.
These residents suffering from conditions that could potentially kill them, like heart disease, Alzheimer's, kidney disease, and depression. Investigators with the health department determined the actions substantiated neglect. That was the only allegation that was substantiated. Allegations of abuse found to be inconclusive, despite these images of a dark bruise on LaVon's ear. And regarding morphine that disappeared belonging to LaVon, state investigators say they could not determine who took it, but did find the facility failed to have an effective system in place to track narcotics. And a claim of financial exploitation also ruled inconclusive. According to the report, the state ordered South Grove Lodge to make corrections in at least 8 different areas. The report says the facility failed to follow policies and provide an internal investigative report, as well as a narcotic logbook, which records morphine counts. It also found South Grove Lodge did not notify police within 24 hours, which was required when LaVon's morphine disappeared. It took the facility a week to report it. And South Grove Lodge also wasn't keeping accurate records of its residents and was not properly documenting which staff members were handing out which medications and why so many meds weren't being given at all. The facility also didn't have a licensed nurse on staff at all times. Employees reported they had to keep track of medications and provide care they weren't properly trained for. For Chris and Cindy, it's proof their efforts have not been in vain. All the documents and files and folders, all pieces of information that could potentially impact someone's life. And it's why they'll continue to fight, because they say what happened at South Grove Lodge is still going on, and it isn't right.
Yeah, it needs to change. It needs to change.
In Austin, James Wilcox, ABC6 News.